Okay. Hello and welcome. This is part 10 of my Chaos Theory retrospective. I'm going to do a quick sound check. That's me. Okay. Cool. We are live. This is the final bit of my Splinter Cell retrospective. This is the final level of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, which is the third game in the trilogy that I'm doing this retrospective on. So it's been a real ride. It's been really cool to revisit these games. But without further ado, let's start it up. We are in the Kakubo Sosho. And we're loading these shaders. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. There's some good music in this. Ah. Oh man, what the hell? I'm trying to break it. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Woo! Alright, we did it. Avoided those first two guards. We're in. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Kakubo Sosho. Alright. So if memory serves, I don't think I particularly was like a huge fan of this mission back in the day, but we will see how this holds up. I'm willing to be surprised. I was sorted by the battery. I'm totally honest. Ooh, I did this in a bad way. Ooh. Sweet! That totally worked!
Nice building. I'm gonna suggest they hire your designer to do some work on the Pentagon.
What do you want?
A news update. What's happening here tonight?
I know nothing.
You probably know more than you think. Just talk.
Some men have been moved around.
What's wrong with your face,
Guarding
dude?
inside. A captain was here earlier getting volunteers. Not sure what for. Some suits and officials came in for an emergency meeting.
I can't believe that worked. We came out like right below him and ended up behind him. So crazy. Can't sit him down because I need the same button. Oh, here we go. I'm not gonna close the door. Alright. Is there a light switch? Yeah, here.
job in the world.
Haha. Little do ye know, we've busted into the CIA. And now we're boasting into the Kakuba Social. I don't know, is this a real building? I wonder if it is. Ooh. I'm just facing us slightly. Alright.
Our gray cell compact with license plate Shibuya 300-31-56 has been double parked. Please move your vehicle.
Sweet. Got him hidden.
A pair of spectacles was found in the fourth floor men's washroom. You may
Okay.
retrieve them from the front security desk.
This should get us around behind this other guy. I remember doing this. I remember some of this level, but not a lot of it. Ooh. Ooh, that guy's right over there. Let's access this wirelessly from right here. Press room. Ah, there's our kidnapped soldiers. So those are the U.S. troops.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Be more
Damn it. I didn't save recently, did I? No! I didn't think that hacking would be so tough. It timed out so quickly.
A reminder to all enlisted personnel, log in and out with your warrant officer after hours.
I think this level was sort of shooting for a CIA type thing, like type vibe, but I don't know that it's quite that good, but we shall see. There is a cool little, I don't know if you call it an Easter egg, but there is a cool part of this mission where later on, if we get captured, like sighted by enemies, they'll shoot us with tasers, and they can capture us basically. And there's a whole like interrogation sequence. And I'm debating whether or not I want to do that, just to show you guys. I might do that. Let ourselves get caught once. Just to kind of let it happen. Alright, that guy's going up the stairs. Let's do it wirelessly so we don't get messed up. Less than lethal ammo is in, but I got the code. Now, if I remember correctly... Oh, yeah! Alright, check this out, yo. So we need to go in there later, but we gotta go get the troops first. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh. Did he see us? Let's reload. We just popped the save note at the bottom. It's bright at the bottom, but basically we're climbing this little art installation here. It gets dark once you get past like the first couple steps. There we go. Ooh. Maybe not. Yeah. Okay, we're up on the vents. And he's down below. So basically want to cross the vents until you get to that down there. Oh man, this is super cool actually. Okay, so yeah, do not kill anyone. Detained American officers. Don't think there's any side objectives in this one, like any bonus tertiary stuff, like the, you know, scan 5 crates or any of that. Alright. So I don't remember where this leads out, but this is such a sneaky, cool shortcut that I really like. Oh yeah, it leads right to the Americans! Oh, it's so good! We're in the room. We're right above.
You stay in this room and keep quiet.
We didn't say anything.
Keep it that way. I have orders not to shoot you, but I have orders not to let you escape.
Humid.
Let's not find out which
Humid.
order is more important.
We're not soldiers. We're just desk jockeys. We're perfectly comfortable here.
And no going to the bathroom.
Okay, fine. We can hold it. We'll be right here.
Yes, you will.
Whoa! Holy shit, that scared me. I thought there was a way to do this without actually attacking the guards.
I have orders
Maybe not.
to shoot you, but I have orders not to let you escape. Let's not find out which order is more important.
We're not soldiers. We're just desk jockeys. We're perfectly comfortable here.
And no going to the bathroom.
Okay, fine. We can hold it. We'll be right here.
Yes, you will.
Okay, let's try this.
Just to keep my eyes wide open. Someone move.
What the hell? Oh, there's glass in the way. Oh, here's the outer stairwell.
space subcompact with license plate Shibuya 300-31-56 has been double parked. Please move your vehicle.
Alright. I'm gonna knock this guy out, and I'm gonna try approaching this from a different angle. See which way he goes. Ooh! He got too close.
Am I seeing it?
Ah, come on. Alright, let's do this.
Curious.
Good music.
A reminder, no memos are to be posted on facility properties without approval from warrant officer Yamato.
I can't go this way.
All personnel are reminded to shred unnecessary hard copies of all documents prior to incineration.
Man, this outfit he's wearing looks so cool with like the rebreather like over his neck. It's so dope. Ooh. So, okay. Oh, I didn't actually hear that. Let me see if, maybe it was just a bug that I couldn't,
A reminder, no memos are to be posted on facility properties without
maybe it was just a bug that I couldn't talk to the American before. Because they're both facing this way, like, indefinitely. So, here's what we can try. Wow, they just like instantly see you. I think on normal that actually works. Here's what we'll do. They're blind. They have blindfolds on, so they can't see. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna equip this, short out this camera.
Why are you holding these men? Answer the question.
Those are my orders!
Whose orders?
The General!
General. Don't you mean Admiral?
What do you mean?
Your orders? Do they come from Admiral Tomo or not?
No! They're not hostages! We're just detaining them. We have orders not to shoot them, just to hold them here. They're not hostages! We're just...
Yeah, whatever. Okay, now I'm gonna go get this other guy. Alright, let's pop save. Okay, there's Janitor and a guy down there. I don't know if the camera can see me over here. I kind of want to try something. Oh! Thought I could split jump in here. I guess not.
Ready to go when you can.
Slow down, I'm not your baby. Tell me what you know and maybe somebody will come get you later.
Well, SDF rounded up all the U.S. personnel and locked us up. We saw some generals and ministers being brought in earlier.
Where did they go?
Into the war room in the sub-level.
Doors to the lower levels, you see.
The captain was just up here looking for combat-ready volunteers to go down there. The doors are open.
Thanks for the tip.
Sam, we need to record everything that happens in that meeting so we can present it to the Joint Chiefs.
It would speed things up if you'd let me remove some of the threats.
Forget it, Fisher. Until we know who the enemy is, there is no enemy. No enemy means no kills. Deal with it.
I'm not sure what's going on with the music, like it's really freaking out over... Okay, is it gonna stop? Apparently those guys are like freaking out at me. I'd really prefer if that didn't happen. Is there a way around it? Oh man, did I not save since this? Okay. Let me try this a different way. Damn it. Is there no way to like approach these guys without this happening? I feel like I remember this. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but I feel like I remember this from when I used to play this game. Are you not like supposed to talk to them? I mean, there's like a whole dialogue. It seems like you're supposed to. Like very clearly.
All right, guys, what's going
Oh,
on?
here we go.
Thank God, an American, ready to go when you are.
Slow down, I'm not your babysitter. Tell me what you know and maybe somebody will come get you later.
Well, SDF rounded up all the U.S. personnel and locked us up. We saw some generals and
Oh,
ministers
crap.
being brought
I
in
might have done
earlier.
this wrong.
Where did they go?
Into the war room in the sub-level.
Doors to the lower levels are sealed.
The captain was just up here looking for combat-ready volunteers to go down there. Maybe the doors are open now.
Thanks for the tip.
Sam, we need to
Whoa.
record everything that happens in that meeting so we can present it to the Joint Chiefs.
It would speed things up if you'd let me remove some of the threats.
Forget it, Fisher. Until we know who the enemy is, there is no enemy. No enemy means no kills. Deal with it.
Sweet, got him. Oh, cool, I might be good now. Okay, I just don't want that music to play forever. For some reason I thought you could cut this. I guess not. It's supposed to be the end of it. Okay, so I guess the doors to the lower levels are open now. Start it back up. Oh. That light down there is gone.
Fisher, from the looks of it, these guards are LTL equipped.
Less than lethal.
Hold on.
Fisher, from the looks of it, these guards are LTL equipped.
Less than lethal. Why?
There's only one reason I can think of that they'd issue them to combat troops. They'll want to interrogate anyone they catch.
Well, I'm not talking type.
These speed walkways go one of each way. Interesting. Oops.
Nothing here but ghosts and shadows. Damn it! What?
Oh. Well, here's where we get interrogated, ladies and gents. I guess I'm gonna let it play out since we got shocked.
It looks like he's starting to regain consciousness.
Oh man. Cool.
The Colonel would like to talk to you.
Oh.
Again! Come on, American. Talk! How did you get in here? You'll need to tell me something before I can begin to negotiate on your behalf. Sergeant,
Nice.
give him a little extra, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
This guy sucks. I hate him.
Come on, American. Make it
Bitch
easy
slapping
on
me.
yourself. You do not want to know the other option.
Oh, does that count as an alarm? Oh well. That's okay. I wanted to show you guys this. It's kind of cool. Alright, you basically have to wait for the other
I do not
option.
think he is going to talk, sir.
And then you have enough time to
Guess
pick
we'll
your
have to
cuffs,
do this
which you
the
can see I have
hard
there.
way. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Here we go. So, he's about to be getting some drugs, or what have you. So now we have to do a lockpick without being able to see it. So you just gotta do it by ear.
We'll find out what you know. Yes, this will make you talk.
Got him. We're just holding him.
Bad news, Colonel.
How did you get free?
Listen, I'm not feeling too good right now. Under any other circumstance, I'd jump at the chance to cut you a second smile.
Please, don't kill me, American.
I have orders not to, but I can still hurt you pretty bad if I feel like it. How many more men do you have down here?
I didn't call any more reinforcements. The captain needed more men downstairs. No one was expecting you.
So it's just your buddy outside the door.
Yes! I was careless.
Alright. What in the hell was that? Oh yeah, we never got to really do this in this game. You guys ready? Let's do some good stuff. Ready? Yeah. Get knocked out, boy. There's some extra sticky shockers. And my kit is here. Alright, sweet. So we've been playing
Come in, Fisher. Come in.
I'm okay, Lambert. Non-lethal round. They were planning on interrogating me.
They couldn't have had time to. You were only gone for a couple of minutes.
Good. Where were we?
Well, the whole facility is on alert. Are you sure you're okay to continue the mission?
Now that you mention it, maybe I could use a week on the beach instead.
You'll have it, as soon as we find out what's happening in the war room.
I'm on my way.
Huh. Cool. Well, we didn't have to do it that way, and it's going to impact the rest of the mission. Everybody's going to be on alert, but oh well. I thought that was worth showing you guys. It's a pretty cool moment. Nothing else really like that in Splinter Cell. I feel like it might have been maybe some inspiration for some of the stuff they ended up doing with Splinter Cell Double Agent, but maybe not. I'm not really sure. Ooh.
I can see someone on the camera. Located by the server room.
But the, Okay. I don't understand how it saw me because I was in total darkness, but whatever.
We got someone in here who should not.
What's wrong with this thing now? Give it a hit. That usually works.
Intruder spotted on the camera.
Not touching it.
Oh! I think these are the infrared cameras. Hold on. Hold on. That's what it is.
What's wrong with this thing now? Give it a hit. That usually works. Spoken like a true technician. Not touching it.
Tight security you have down here.
What not tight enough? Apparently.
Tell me something that'll help me get around down here more easily.
Okay. We recently set up some
This is really tough.
cameras.
Is that so? Anything else?
I am not sure what kind of security they may have down in the lower sub-levels. So, meant to act like that.
Intruder alert!
God damn it. Ah, fuck.
Looks like we have an intruder.
Uh-huh.
Located by the server room.
Apparently this doesn't matter anymore since we got captured. Whatever. Just get the guy out of here. Our score's gonna be trash anyway. I don't even know what the purpose of going in there was.
Mr. Jampay, report to receiving. Mr. Jampay, to receiving.
What was that? I saw it too. Did you see that? Where at? Maybe it was. I do not know. I do not know. Lost him. He is good. What was that? I think.
Reminder, no memos are to be posted on facility protocols without approval from Warrant Officer Yamata.
No, not what I wanted to do.
A reminder to all enlisted personnel, log in and out with your warrant officer after hours.
Holy crap! Jump.
Perfect med kit. I've got like no health left from getting
The
captured.
right dose.
The right dose. Exactly what I needed. Yeah, I don't particularly like this level that much. Playing it again. Not a big fan of the night vision cameras that spin on the 360 and just sort of the way a lot of the guards are positioned. not the best final level. I think the last two Splinter Cell games set a pretty high bar too. I think that the Presidential Palace and the LAX Airport are really, really good examples of excellent Splinter Cell level design. This one, I'm less of a fan. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, I don't know how to get through that door, or if we even can. So I think we might just supposed to call the elevator here. Is that what we're supposed to do? That seems like what we're supposed to do. This isn't a bug, is it?
Move your vehicle.
Seems like a bug.
A reminder, no memos
Man,
are to be posted on facility corkboards without approval from Warrant Officer Yamata.
Wait. I think the power might be down or something. Hold on. I think we might have to open it from the server room. I think that's what it's trying to show us. Okay. Oh, crap. Are you serious? Not that. Oh my gosh. 2066. Was that right? No. It's not even sounding the alarms because it's all messed up. You only get one try for this one. Nice, got it. Alright, sweet. Trial and error. That'll work. Alright.
Someone in here.
Whatever. So there's something in here I missed, I think. Oh. What? $20. 66, 194. Oh my god, the amount of time you get is so little. 194, 66, 1040. Got it. Unlock one of the doors. Nice. Okay, got it. Let's get the hell out of here. Cool. Alright. Does this do something? Nah, it doesn't seem like it. Alright. Gotta go record the meeting in the war room. Alright, let's see what they got to say.
That double isolated room in the center of the corridors is the war room, Sam. You'll need to find a way to record their meeting.
Oh.
This thing is a mess.
It's already record. Jeez, it's already back. My goodness.
That double isolated room in the center of the corridors is the war room, Sam. You'll need to find a way to record their meeting.
Okay.
How do I get into the war room?
They seal the door from the inside, unless you have industrial razor.
I hope for your sake you have a better idea.
Please, wait. There's air vent over the room. Maybe you can see in from there.
I'll have a look. You wait here.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Okay. Knock them both out. Very sweet. So now. Awesome. Pull ourselves up here. Yeah, here we go. Here's the war room.
Sam, you should be able to laser mic the war room from the vent overlooking it.
Yep. That's what I'm doing. Gotta figure out if the Japanese are involved in this plot.
What is he thinking? No alternative. He will die.
Just like the last mission.
Sure.
Sir, here's Admiral Otomo.
Admiral, what is the meaning of this?
You will repeal the post-war constitution. You will order the immediate remilitarization of Japan and return control of our nation to the order of the Emperor. The United States will support this act politically and militarily to release themselves from further financial and military obligations, thereby concluding our...
Yeah, lay it all out. The whole plot.
This is impossible. Even if we repeal the Constitution, the Emperor would never.
The Emperor will do what the military tells him. I am not an unreasonable man. These efforts will take time. I have faith in your honor and prudence. So I give you 96 hours.
96. The people will never allow it.
If in 4 days these demands are not met, I will initiate the launch of a North Korean ballistic missile and sacrifice a Japanese city of my choosing. Regrettably, this will kill millions, but it will steal the will of the people if your peers cannot. For the sake of your honor, and for the sake of Japan, I plead with you, do not force my hand in this matter.
That's it. He caught the signal. My God.
Otomo has been manipulating the Japanese government. We need to know what's next.
The general in the war room is up to something. Access his laptop from the vent overlooking the room.
Huh. I don't remember this.
My God. We are doomed.
Affirmative. Ronan in position. Waiting for the word.
We cannot fail.
Ronan, you are gold. I'll repeat. You are gold.
Whoa.
Affirmative.
What's going on?
Code's been changed. Hack it back. Come on, open the door. Just about. Got it. Back up. Breach and clear. Go.
Whoa.
Clear, clear, clear. We're in the tube. Watch your fire in there, Roland.
Huh.
Affirmative. Form up. Keep it tight. Watch your angles. Ronin! Ronin! Come in, Ronin! Oh, come in! Ronin! Up! Ronin is locked. We're done!
The Admiral again, sir.
Admiral?
We...
Fool! You waste your time to scheme like a dog. If you are unable to act honorably, then I will force you to act. You will not be able to deny the demands of the people after North Korea destroys one of our cities.
Oh, man.
You will know which one when it is annihilated.
What are our options? 72 hours.
Oh, they were trying
How
to
do we
sabotage him.
contact the Emperor?
Otomo is going to force launch North Korean ballistic missiles at Japan. We need to destroy his servers in the command center at the bottom of the elevator.
Okay. Cripple Otomo's ISDF servers. Can do. For some reason, I've got a feeling it's going to spawn more guys, but I'm not positive. I hope it doesn't, because that'll be lame. They're going to find the bodies.
All personnel are reminded to shred unnecessary
I think we're good.
copies of all
Whoa.
documents prior to incineration.
Fisher, the Joint Chiefs need Otomo alive at any cost. Fifth freedom with everyone but him. Your non-lethal parameter is lifted.
Uh-oh. Capture Otomo alive. Everybody else can die. Okay, here we go. The sub-basement. Oh wow, look, yeah. We're underwater, guys. Check it out. This is a cool touch. I like this a lot. This is giant stalks of seaweed. We're underwater. Ha, that's so cool. I totally forgot about that.
Fools! They We're sending another assault team. Cut the power to the elevators.
Oh yeah, the Ronin guys were down here. Okay, so we're underwater now. They cut the power to the elevators. We can use... this, and then we can sort of just head down from here.
Fisher, North Korea just contacted NORAD and the president. They report that they've lost control of a launch facility. They can't abort, and they're not sure that they can destroy the missile on time.
How long?
They say 3 minutes until it's away.
I think I can reach the server in time.
Hurry up!
Oh shit. Let's just move past all these wall mines. Oh. Oh shit! Oh shit! That's a big old turret. Shit, I don't know where the...
What was that?
Oh! Wait, did I make noise? What? Turn him around.
Did you see that?
Oh, he's seeing me, I think. I need to wait a little bit. He's just at like a weird angle. Ugh. What a pain. Let's try this. Did that switch disable the turret, or... I think it might have. Oh. Oh shit.
Where's Atomo?
Secured in his office. You'll never get to him.
Fine. Where's the server?
In there. But it's too late. He's initiated the launch.
There's no way to stop it.
Not without destroying the servers.
I don't have a problem with that.
They say 60 seconds until it's away. Hurry up!
Ooh.
get to Otomo.
Oh, got it. Oh, shit. Nice. Okay, this part's actually really cool. I like this. Can we do this without him seeing us? Nice. Get smacked, boy. Awesome. Oh shit, here he is. He's right here.
What have you done, American?
Give it up, Admiral. It's over.
You think that I will surrender to you? You think that I will allow your people to strip me of my dignity? Throw me in chains? No, I think not. My people have endured your charming oppression for more than 60 years.
You say tomato.
Americans, always turning to their jokes when their hearts are full of fear. And you should be afraid. I may be defeated, but I am a man, and ideas are stronger than men. You may even prevent this war, American, but the dragon has awoken, and he will not be so easily sedated this time.
Oh shit.
Otomo just tried to commit seppuku. Get in there and stabilize him fast.
He didn't do a very good job of it. He didn't get very far. Let's save him. We need him alive. You motherfucker, you ain't dying. I ain't letting you go out like that. You gotta answer for this shit. For your freaking war crimes.
Good work, Fisher. He's stable, but we still have to get him out of there. You're going to have to blast your way out.
We're over 100 feet underwater.
You're not pressurized, Fisher. It will be a shock, but you won't get the bends.
Next time, you're going on the mission and I'm making up the crazy plan.
Alright, here we go. Place the charge. This is it, folks. This is the end of the game. 10 seconds. Here we go. Bang! We did it. We escaped. Let's watch the news.
Admiral Otomo, former head of the Japanese Information Self-Defense Force, made a surprise confession today on the witness stand at the Hague War Crimes trial. Otomo openly admitted conspiring to instigate war between the Koreas and the United States, claiming that In other news, China's ambassador to the United States, Long Dan, received the Nobel Peace Prize today for his efforts in diffusing the Korean conflict.
Splinter Cell 1 guy.
President Bowers today addressed the nation following the crisis
Long
that brought us
Dan,
to the brink
my
of war.
man.
Finally, I want to take a moment to thank those unsung heroes in the intelligence community who may very well have saved our nation and the world from certain disasters.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The boss seems happy. How about that raise?
They're cutting us back. You'll have to settle for a vacation.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. See how we did. My guess is terribly. Identified as intruder once, 18 enemies knocked out. Hey, 1 alarm triggered. Nobody killed. No bodies found. 92%. Wow. That went pretty easy on me, all things considered. Wow, not bad. Oh, here, overall. What's this? Oh, nice. Hey, check it out. There, take a screen cap. Final rating, we did 86% in this run of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. We 100%ed the bank, the penthouse, and Hokkaido. Looks like. Our lowest rating was the bathhouse. No, Seoul, actually. We went pretty loud there. Bathhouse also did some murdering. Yeah, so the Kakubo Sosho is a nice, I would say like a nice epilogue mission, but that is sort of what I consider it. I really feel like the bathhouse is where Chaos Theory peaks. I really think that Kakubo Sosho might be one of the low points of the game. But actually, as part of the wrap-up for this, I said I would rank the missions here in order. Oh god, that's going to be hard without sitting here and writing them down. Of how good they are. Oh man, that's tough. I think that Kakubo Sosho actually probably is the worst one. Yeah, almost definitely. I would say followed by probably the battery. I'm still not a big fan of that one, to be honest. It's better than I remember, but it's still not great. I would say Kakubo Sosho at number 10. Number 9 is the battery. Number 8 is Displace. No, switch those. I think Kakubo Sosho, probably the worst level. Then Displace. Then the battery. Number 7 I would probably put as the cargo ship. Yep. Number 6 I would probably say would be maybe Seoul. Either Seoul or the Lighthouse, I think, would be number 6. I'm trying to remember. I'm thinking number 6 should be Seoul. And then, yeah, number 6 would be Seoul for me. Probably. It's a good one. But it's not one of my favorites. So then top 5 to me would probably be Lighthouse at number 5. Hokkaido at number 4. Bathhouse at number 3. Bank at number 2. Penthouse number 1, I think. I could go either way between Bank and Penthouse, and maybe Bathhouse, actually, as that top 3. But I'm thinking Bathhouse at number 3, Bank at number 2, Penthouse number 1. For me personally, I could definitely buy the argument that the Bank is number 1. Bathhouse, I could maybe be convinced, but it has some parts that I'm not, like, super hugely into. I think the level design of the Penthouse is one that I really enjoy, and I really like the music of that level. I like its vibe. I like the whole New York and during a blackout. That said, the Bank's really good, and there's a lot of ways to approach it. I definitely think I think it's got to be between the Bank and the Penthouse, but I just really I really like the way that the Penthouse is set up a lot, as a level. That said, the Penthouse is not that challenging once you get into it. Neither's the Bank, because they're pretty early in the game. I don't know. I think that's my ranking, though. I think what we got here. Let's count down. Kakubo Sosho. displace, battery, cargo ship, soul, light, and then top 5, lighthouse, Hokkaido, bathhouse, bank, penthouse. There's my top 10, folks. Ranked them. Feels weird saying Kakubo Social is the worst mission. It did have that one cool part at the end, but yeah, I think it is. And it's got that weird bug with like the American troops early on. It's really short. It feels sort of like an afterthought. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that. But hey, 86% people, and there you have it. There's my top 10 ranking of Chaos Theory levels, which I think would put Penthouse and Bank as like my 2 favorite Splinter Cell levels ever. They're up there with, you know, LAX and the TV station from Pandora Tomorrow, and the CIA headquarters from Splinter Cell 1. There's good stuff. All right. Awesome. Credits. Producer Matthew Ferland. I wonder if that guy's still in the game industry. I feel like I remember that guy at the time. We were thinking he was cool. So yeah, there you have it, folks. This is my this is the end of my retrospective of the Splinter Cell games. This has been a ton of fun reliving, you know, kind of some games that I really adored as a teenager. These are, I kind of tell people, it's a weird thing to say, but you know, it's unusual. I feel like a lot of the times with people, the games that really got people into gaming was, you know, at least at my age, it was Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, Final Fantasy 7, those kind of formative 3D games, because I'm kind of the 3D generation, where, you know, 3D gaming was becoming a bigger thing when I was like 5-ish, 6 years old. And yeah, so, but for me, I always go back and I tell people that Splinter Cell is the thing that really got me into gaming. And they think that's kind of weird. And I tell them, yeah, like I played Ocarina before that. I love Ocarina. One of my favorite games ever made. You know, I've played Final Fantasy 7. I loved Mario 64 growing up. All those games. But it was when I played the original Splinter Cell on the GameCube, weirdly enough, because I was a Nintendo guy growing up. I think it really opened my eyes to kind of what was possible with video games. And it was kind of my intro into the more adult realm of video games, kind of games that took themselves more seriously. You know, not that, you know, Zelda takes itself seriously occasionally, and like, you know, Final Fantasy VII takes itself sometimes admittedly too seriously, but I think you get what I mean. Like, it was a game that was about more serious subject matter, and for the time was pretty dark and like atmospheric, and it was about, you know, lighting and tech stuff and light and sound and everything you're doing in the environment mattering, and having a toolkit and allowing that to create like a sort of sandbox environment where there are multiple ways you could approach any given situation, which that was very new for me. You know, I was the kind of guy who missed the whole PC craze of the late 90s and early 2000s, where you got, you know, the System Shocks and you know, the Deus Exes of the world. And I've since gone back and kind of educated myself on that stuff, and those are now some of my favorite games, those kind of series, and their modern counterparts in like Dishonored and Prey. But for me at the time, as a console gamer, especially on the GameCube, it really was the original Splinter Cell that kind of opened my eyes to some of that, and kind of really led me into kind of what I really appreciate and like in modern game design, and what I appreciate in level design, in a way that maybe I sort of understood playing Ocarina of Time, but was never, you know, totally clear. You know, Ocarina of Time was dungeons, it's puzzles, it's very gamey in certain ways, and I understand that now, but when you're a kid, you're just kind of like, yeah, these are cool, I like the Fire Temple. But, yeah, I credit Splinter Cell with that a lot, and as such, it really has been a pleasure to revisit the trilogy, the original trilogy of games that kind of started it, and were, you know, kind of a love of mine for multiple years of being a teenager. It's been years since I've played these, which is why I've forgotten a lot of stuff. But back in the day, I probably ran through each of these 3 games. You know, it's back when you're a kid and you have time to play games multiple times. I probably ran through them, you know, I don't know, probably 8 to 10 times each, like a lot. And yeah, so it's been a real pleasure to be able to revisit those. I also credit Chaos Theory. You're hearing the soundtrack from the penthouse right now, if you listen. Ruthless, Amon Tobin. Chaos Theory opened my eyes to Amon Tobin, which exposed me to an entire you know, genre of music that I didn't even really... I mean, at the time, I was... when Chaos Theory came out, I was 13. So, Chaos Theory, you know, maybe it's kind of a lame thing, but it kind of opened my eyes to electronica as a genre. And it was kind of my really first exposure into kind of like weird kind of soundscapey, you know, experimental music. And that's something that I, you know, have liked since that. So these games really mean a lot to me, and it's been really awesome to see how well they hold up. How well they don't sometimes. I think the original Splinter Cell and Pandora Tomorrow definitely feel dated and have some serious problems. Even though I can still appreciate them as solid games, and they still look amazingly good considering. And Chaos Theory I was really impressed with. I mean, this game, we're talking about I was 13 when I played it, but also it's now a 13-year-old game. So we're talking about a 13-year-old game that looks as good as this did running on this PC at 4K, and that still plays as good as that did. Like, that was, you know, this was a lot of fun. I love playing this game. It's really cool. Does it feel dated? A little, but not nearly as much as you'd think it would. I'd say this holds up just as well as any, you know, Halo 2 or anything else from the original Xbox, if not better. Yeah. But anyway, I really appreciate anyone who's been watching these videos. Yeah, somebody in the chat, what's next? You know, I'm not sure. I think I'm probably going to be taking a break from the retrospective stuff for now. We're starting to kind of heat up into what I'll call real game season. Stuff's finally starting to come out. You know, we just had Far Cry 5. We've got God of War tomorrow, actually. I don't know yet whether I'll be streaming that. I think maybe not, because I might just want to enjoy that kind of on my own. I know me and a friend have we have plans. We're probably going to be playing the Dark Souls remaster and jointly streaming that next month. So that's something we're both really excited about. At some point, I might evolve the retrospective and do the next set of 3 games. Double Agent, Conviction, and Blacklist, which are also good, just not as special to me as these. This set of games, these 3 that I did. But yeah, with if people saw, there was the announcement of Sam Fisher in Ghost Recon Wildlands, and they brought back Michael Ironside's voice for it. And so now everybody's all excited, like, oh my god, is Splinter Cell coming back? And yeah, because it's been, you know, what? It's been basically non-existent for 4 or 5 years at this point, it feels like. I mean, when was Blacklist? Is that 2014? I think it might have been. But yeah, so I might be back with that, especially in the run-up to, if, you know, let's see, at this E3, maybe we'll get an announcement of a Splinter Cell 7. Whatever the hell that's going to be. So, you know, I like this first trilogy of games because the mechanics are pretty straightforward, and it's mostly about the level design and the toolkit, and that's kind of it for me, and like atmosphere, you know. But we start getting into the next 3, they really start playing around with the game mechanics in a way where they're a whole other thing. So, we'll see. I'm not getting excited until something is confirmed. Made that mistake many times, especially with Ubisoft. Yeah, well, if Ubisoft's track record is any indication as of late, what'll happen is they'll announce something, it'll come out, and people will complain about it, and it'll be terrible for like numerous months, and then they'll basically do patch after patch after patch until people are like, hey, this game turned out pretty good like a year later, and then they'll change the business model and be like, well, we're going free to play, but there's a pro version that you can buy at $20 that has... Who knows? We'll see. I'm a little worried too because the trend, not just out of Ubisoft, but now across the entire game industry, is just everything has to be open world. That's how we convince everybody to do our games as a service thing, and we sell them boxes full of weapons or whatever. So, I don't know how I feel about a Splinter Cell open world game. I hope that's not the direction they take it. But granted, also, I would have said the same thing about Metal Gear Solid 5 before that came out, and that turned out to be one of the best games of the last, 5 years. So, what are you going to do? I mean, it worked in their case. I don't know that it'll work as well for Splinter Cell, especially because Light and Shadow has always been a thing in Splinter Cell, unless they completely strip that out for open world, or I guess you do a day-night cycle. I mean, they could still have something involving it, but... at what point is it just not even really a Splinter Cell game anymore? I don't know. Even though I'm a huge Splinter Cell fan, if a new one comes out, I'm not paying full price out of principle. I'll play it, but on sale. Yes, the PC gamer life, exactly. Well, like I said, if Ubisoft's trend continues, if you wait a year from the release date, it will be cheaper and a better game, because that's been their track record as of late. Although I will say I do respect them a good bit for that, as opposed to a company like EA, which basically spends their time releasing hot trash and then fighting fires with it. And basically just, concentrating the ire of the entire games industry fan base on themselves. I don't know if you've played Mass Effect Andromeda, but that is a straight up nightmare. So that game was a crime. So a good on Ubisoft for at least supporting their stuff post launch, but I am a little worried about what. I think that's why we haven't seen a Splinter Cell game for as long as we have, is I don't think Ubisoft knows what does a Splinter Cell game look like in 2018? I mean, hell, people don't even know what a single player game looks like in 2018. Like, we got God of War coming out tomorrow. That's one of the only let's call them pure ones left, and that's just because it has that Sony money behind it. You know what I mean? And Sony can afford to just be like, hey man, we're just trying to sell boxes, like actual boxes, like PlayStations. So we don't need to sell digital boxes. Just make your cool fucking game and put it out, but we will we'll see how this all turns out. But I agree with you. I'm not yeah, they're the lesser of two evils. Yes, Ubisoft is. Didn't play Andromeda, heard plenty and saw plenty of terrible things. Yeah, I did too, and I gave it a shot because it went on sale at one point a couple months ago for about $10, and I was like, all right, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. For $10, I at least want to see the train wreck that is this game. And yeah, I couldn't make it very far. I probably put in about 15 hours, and I just had to stop. I was just like, this is really not going anywhere. I mean, I don't care about a single character in this thing, and that's insane coming from BioWare. But yeah, we'll see. I agree with you about not getting your hopes up. I definitely think that I'm not either. I thought Blacklist was solid from what I remember, but I don't remember feeling particularly strongly about it in any given direction. I remember thinking there was some good level design in it, and I remember thinking it was okay. I don't particularly remember any level from it. I remember one in like a mall, and a very early one in like Afghanistan, and it ends in somewhere in Iceland or something. It doesn't really stand out. Conviction, I have sort of a soft spot for. I think it's a mixed bag as well, but I do like that sort of Jason Bourne gunplay, what we would now honestly refer to as maybe like a John Wick type game. It's very much not a traditional Splinter Cell game, but the action is very cool. You can string together some pretty awesome combos in that, which I really like. I actually think Double Agent is probably the weakest of the series. I remember looking forward to that game a lot at the time because we were coming off the Chaos Theory high, and I was like, yeah, Dark Sam Fisher shaved his head, he's in prison, this is going to be sick. And yeah, the level design in Double Agent was all over the place. There was some cool stuff in that game, but just it felt kind of buggy, and the light and shadow stuff got reduced to this whole traffic light on Sam's back of just like, it's red or yellow or green, like, and the stuff they tried to do with the story was really good, but I didn't find that it totally capitalized on its premise, although I really do like the idea of the premise. That was kind of from the era of the very high concept video game, where it's like, you know, for this one, we've got a whole trust meter system that we're building in because Sam's going into deep cover because somebody on the game development team watched Infernal Affairs and also now, you know, The Departed. But yeah, you know, maybe I'll do those at. I think Double Agent on original Xbox was good. 360 version is the worst in the series. Exactly. Yeah, I was actually going to mention that, is that they did a really weird thing. So Double Agent came out in 2006, right as the 360 had launched a year later. And so a lot of people still had the original consoles, so they made a version for not 360 and PS3 owners, for, you know, PS2 and Xbox, I think. That was the basically on the Chaos Theory engine, as far as I could tell, not with the new tech, and it was a whole other game, a whole completely different campaign with more or less the same story, but not quite. And yeah, like, it was just so... I think that one's pretty good. I think it has its moments, but I don't... It always felt like Chaos Theory Light. There's definitely some levels in that I thought were pretty good, but I always felt like the story and the tone of it was kind of out of sync on that Xbox version. The 360 version felt like the kind of true version where it was more realized, but I agree with you that I think it's the worst because it has a lot of like daylight missions, which don't really work too well in Splinter Cell and just aren't fun to play, because then it just becomes a matter of like, check out these vision cones, be sure you're behind them because they can see everything. And a lot of the level design was not as strong. It was stronger in that original Xbox Double Agent. I just think some of the stuff there seems wonky, like storytelling wise, because they have to figure out how to get the same story beats out of like significantly reduced technology. But some of it they pull off better. I remember thinking that like the cruise ship level in the original Xbox version was significantly better than like the Cozumel cruise ship in the 360 version. But again, that's like a matter of like, because hey, guess what? Splinter Cell in daytime, which was like a big pitch of theirs, sucks. Like, it's not... It's about the light and shadow. Otherwise, you're every other stealth game where it's just like, just stay behind the dude. Or hide in the grass, which they didn't even have in Double Agent. So, yeah. And that's part of what kind of makes me want to cap it off with Chaos Theory here. I kind of want to end on the high note and not necessarily trudge through the more complex kind of modern Splinter Cell. But I might get back to that at some point, especially if they announce something maybe in the run-up to a Splinter Cell 7. I'll get into that. But yeah, for now, the plan is just I'm going to be playing God of War this weekend. I do not know if I'm going to be Twitch streaming it or not. I may. We'll see. I kind of want to have that like fresh experience, so I may not. But definitely look out for me and my friend to be playing Dark Souls next month. I'm really looking forward to that. We're in a great situation where he has played that game about 5 times or something and beaten it, and I've never played the original Dark Souls. I've only played 3 and about half of Bloodborne, and we played 2 together. So I played the Dark Souls games in the reverse order. I played 3, then 2, and now I'm going to play 1 with this remaster. So I'm super excited about that. But, yeah, man, I'm so excited for God of War. The JBA HQ missions are awful. Yeah, you know what? They are awful, but I tell you what, that reminds me of something, is that as much as I love the Amon Tobin music and Chaos Theory, the thing that Double Agent does not get enough credit for is Michael McCann, who does the music in that game, is awesome. And the JBA HQ music specifically is really good, and the music for all the levels is great. And I knew that guy ruled, and nobody ever talked about it. And then he went on to do the music for the Deus Ex Human Revolution and Mankind Divided games. And I think a lot of other people got to see how cool he was when they played those, because I feel like those blew up in a way that Double Agent did not. But yeah, all right. But I'm gonna get off of here. It's getting late, and I really I do have to get some sleep. So thanks for anyone who was watching, and I will catch you all in whatever I'm doing next. I'm not sure, but yeah. All right. Peace.